Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome to Wainwright. We've got some good Saturday night hockey here for you between the Wainwright Rustlers and the Stettler Imperials. And it's Wainwright's annual mental health Patrick for Mental Health Night. And we'll talk more about that throughout the evening. But first, we'll hear from our PA announcer and hear the playing of O Canada before we get started.
The rest of the department for planning and wellness plans recognize the value that mental health programs bring to our team and our community. Please join us in recognizing and honoring how important mental health is in our kids, our community, and ourselves. Check in your programs for information and resources about this important topic. You might be blessed with joining me online and some of the kids that participated in the Women Rustlers mini sit for mental health tournament today. These kids have fun tournament supplement rustlers of talking importance mental health. They are here to remind us all that mental health matters. It's at this time I schedule a drive to take it to you. You're behind to the play of Old Catholic.
The Wainwright Rustlers welcome the Stettler Imperials to town tonight. Stettler off to a hot start to the season, sitting at 10-3 and tied for the top spot in the ECSHL Senior Hockey League standings. The Rustlers sitting at 4-6-1 and riding a 3-game losing skid coming into this one, looking to right the ship against the Imperials, who have won 8 straight and looking to stay hot in Wainwright here tonight. These two teams played their first match of the season just over a month ago on December 7th in Stettler, with the Imperials winning 3-2 in that one, and we're underway here in Wainwright. Perkins plays around the wall to Huxley, who shovels it back behind the net to Miller. He moves it up to James. He flips it up in the air, looking to catch Pfister in stride, but it bounced just out of his reach when the Imperials send it down the ice. The Rustlers wearing their new orange jerseys with the white shoulders here tonight on home ice. The Imperials in their navy blue and cream. And now we get a whistle here for a hand pass blown down by linesman Sheldon Johnston, and we'll get a face-off here just outside the Stettler blue line. Well, the Rustlers partnered tonight with Wainwright on Wellness to host their 9th annual Mental Health Awareness Night game. The Rustlers have partnered with Wainwright on Wellness tonight to recognize the value that mental health programs bring to our team and to our community. So please join with us tonight in recognizing and honoring how important mental health is to our kids, our community, and ourselves. And if you're looking for support for your mental health, you can visit albertahealthservices.ca/AMH. It's albertahealthservices.ca/AMH. We get a face off here in the offensive zone for the Rustlers. They win it back to the blue line. It's Horn with the puck. He fires a wrist shot low right on goal. Well, that one's kicked away. The Imperials look to exit the zone, but Comerford gets in there, battling for it in the corner. Stettler not able to clear the zone as Edison Weeks keeps it inside the blue line, chips it in deep, and a chance in front, and that one's batted away by an Imperials defenseman, and now they come up ice. It's Ross with the puck on his stick. He crosses the blue line, gets knocked off his stick by Horn, and then Horn picks off a pass attempt, looking for an outlet to get that puck to a teammate. Eventually, he gets hauled down at center ice, but not before he sends it all the way down below the goal line, and then he gets off for a line change. The Rustlers regrouping now at center ice. Olsen chips it forward for Fletcher, who chases it down in the corner. Now Olsen at the point. He plays it into the corner once again. Woodward can't get to it in time. Mullet pinches to try and keep it in. He couldn't get there, but Fletcher did, and he sends it into the corner where Hamilton picks it up. He leaves it for Olsen at the blue line, down to Fletcher at the half wall, and his pass back to the point was in between a couple of teammates, and they couldn't pick up the loose puck. And now a chance as Stettler comes in, and they score. The Imperials get the early goal here. It's Austin Stahlberg who pots that one to give the Stettler Imperials a 1-0 lead. Just about 2.5 minutes into this one. I stand corrected. That's 81, not 91. Alex DeYoung with the opening goal of the game. Now another chance for Stettler in tight, but they put that one over the net. The Rustlers scrambling to get out of the zone, and they do. Goes through the wickets on Patrick Fisher and down the ice. Now the Imperials get a hold of it in their own zone. They cross the red line and send it in behind the Rustler net. Eisman comes out, swings it around the wall to Leggett. He can't pick up the loose puck, though, and Eisman had to make a quick save. Was able to kick the rebound out to his right, and the Rustlers clear the zone. Now in tight, the Imperials with another chance, and Eisman with a good save, holding on to that one underneath the blocker and holding on for a face-off. Stettler wins the draw, but quickly the Rustlers steal it away. It's Weeks forcing a turnover, and he quickly moves it up ice. Now Huxley down the right wing, crosses the blue line, fires a low shot that went off the side of the net. Rustlers pick up the rebound. It's James. From in deep, he fires a shot, sharp angle that goes wide of the net. Now battle in the corner. And the Rustlers are going to get the first power play of the night as Carson James got a stick up in the face area, and that's going to be a high stick against Ethan Ross, who will go to the box for 2 or less. Rustlers win the opening faceoff. It's Huxley, slides it down to James. Perkins gets it out to Pfister at the side of the net. Back to Huxley at the top. He fires. The save is made. The Rustlers pick up the rebound. Now Huxley at the point again. He winds and fires, but that's well over the net, up into the netting. It went off Stettler's stick or body part. So we'll get a face-off in the Stettler zone. And we're going to get some incidental minors here. A couple of guys having a few words. It's Cale Perkins for the Rustlers and Austin Stahlberg for the Imperials. They're both going to go to the box. 2 minutes for cross-checking. Rustlers win the faceoff back to Huxley. He fires. Now on his kick aside. Now the Imperials clear the zone and they've got it with possession quickly down the ice. Almost a scoring chance there for Bardwell. And almost a chance from behind the net for Cassidy as he tried to bank it off Eisman and into the net. But luckily for the Rustlers, that scooted through the blue ice. No harm, no foul. And now loose puck ends up on net. And Eisman holds on to that one. We haven't talked about it yet, but the starting goaltenders for tonight's game for your Rustlers, once again, is Thomas Eisman. And across from him, number 34, David Nadestad, manning the crease for the Imperials. And Stettler wins the faceoff, a chance in tight. Good job by Adam Turns? We're going to go with Turns. I might be wrong. And he won another faceoff back to the blue line, and a shot from the point goes off the goaltender's paddle and into the netting. Another faceoff upcoming. Rustlers finally win one here. And they'll look to find a breakout here and set up a power play in the offensive zone. It's Comerford down the left wing. He crosses the blue line. Takes his time, tries for the cross crease pass. But it was just behind Shirley. Now the Imperials come the other way. They fire a shot from just inside the blue line, and that one's swallowed up by Eisman. Just 39 seconds left in this Rustler power play, and they've now had, this will be the fourth faceoff in their own end during this power play opportunity. 14:48 left in this opening period, and the Stettler Imperials holding on to a 1-0 lead. Loose puck in front of the benches, and an Imperial player gets a hold of it, flips it up in the air behind the Rustler goal where Carson James picks it up. He gets it to Leggett. He crosses the blue line, slides it over to Huxley. He gets it back to Leggett behind the net. Pfister's in front looking for it, and he got it. Couldn't get that puck up over the goaltender who stood his ground at the top of the crease. So we get a whistle here. 6 seconds left in the Rustler power play. Stettler wins the faceoff, but they can't clear the zone. Good job by Horn to knock that one down. And now a chance in tight. It's Dicker trying to go short side over the blocker, but Nadestad got that right arm up quick enough to knock it down and jump on it to freeze it for a faceoff. Off the faceoff, Dicker plays behind the net to Comerford, who got it out to Shirley, and his backhand shot didn't have much mustard on it. That one's saved easily. Stettler wins the faceoff and flips it way up in the air. That's not going to be far enough for icing. So Eisman will come out and play it off the wall and into the neutral zone. Comerford chips it off the boards. And now the Imperials look to break out, but lots of pressure from the Rustlers. But they're not able to turn that into a clean turnover and couldn't find a scoring chance out of it. Now the Imperials come the other way. Ross tried to chip it into the corner, but the Rustlers picked it off. But Shirley couldn't find his teammate, looking for Hamilton. And he goes for a line change as the Imperials come the other way. Good job by Woodward to pick off that drop pass, forcing Stettler to regroup. And now the Rustlers pick up the loose puck. It's Weeks from inside his own blue line. Gets it to Hamilton. He can't get it very deep, though. And now Stettler comes the other way. It's the goal scorer, DeYoung, sends it across the way to Turns, and his backhander ends up in the big glove hand of Thomas Eisenman. And now Perkins and Stahlberg come out of the box from their incidental minors, still exchanging words. We'll see if that turns into anything later in the game. Now Olsen from the corner plays around the wall. James finds Huxley on the left wing. He picks up speed as he crosses the blue line, steps around the defender, tries to drop pass, but behind a pair of teammates that were both in the area, and Olsen has to pick it up in the neutral zone. Huxley skates around the neutral zone, carries it himself in behind the net, tries a centering pass from behind the net, but couldn't get it through traffic, and now the Rustlers will go back on the power play. Carson James once again drawing another penalty, as he was the target on the high sticking minor for the first power play. But this time it'll be a cross check going to DJ Kistner. The Rustlers have another chance to try and tie things up here with the man advantage, and a chance quickly for Shirley, and he had a golden opportunity, but sent that shot wide. Shirley gets it back at the top of the circle, feeds it back to Mullet at the point. Now over to Dicker. He spins around, gets it back to Mullet, back across to Shirley. Tried to find Dicker on the far side, but couldn't get it through traffic. Now Hamilton picks it up in the corner. Drops the puck to Shirley. He feeds Mullet at the point. His hard shot scooped out of the air by Nadestad and held on to. Stettler wins the faceoff and quickly clears it down the ice. Eisman will leave that there for James. Now Huxley down the right wing. Goes to the cross ice pass. Couldn't connect. Then he throws a huge hit with a loose puck in a Imperials defender's skates. He asks for it at the point and he gets it. Goes across to James. James's shot gets knocked down before it could reach the goal. Cody Wright with the shot block. Now Fletcher carries across the blue line, fires a shot that went up and over the net. And now the Imperials have a breakaway. It's Houston, goes to the backhand, and a great save from Eisman, but he can't make the second save as that puck bounced right through the wickets of Cale Perkins, who was back checking, and landed right on a Stettler stick. It's Quade Cassidy making it 2-0 for the Imperials with a shorthanded goal.
I've got your goals. Four. Wait, Cassidy. It's number 93. Defense at the goal. 10-4. Score. 400.
Now Mullet carries it down the right wing, sends it in the corner, and finds Comerford. He just swings it around the boards, and now Dicker from in front of the Zamboni doors. Olsen is standing back here at the blue line, or at the red line, waiting for the man to come out of the box. And now the Imperials come the other way. Across the blue line, a fire shot over the net. Nobody could pick up the rebound off the glass. The Rustlers able to get it out of the zone, though. And now the Imperials regroup just inside their own blue line. But that pass is picked off. Clausen carries across the blue line and fires a shot. Well, that's an easy save made by Nadestad, and he'll hold on for another faceoff. Rustlers win the faceoff, but can't maintain possession, and now they're going to take a penalty. It's going to be a high stick. It's going to go against Carson Leggett. So the Rustlers, with their first penalty kill of the evening, are already trailing 2-0. They need to kill this one cleanly. They win the faceoff, and Perkins gets it out of the zone, but just barely. But the Imperials forced to regroup, and a good forecheck by Woodward, bringing lots of pressure and killing more time off this penalty as Stettler tries to find a way to get out of their own zone. They do here, and it's Rost carrying it across the blue line down the right wing. He swings it around deep. Houston picks it up there. They get on the point to Rost. And eventually Eisman jumps on a loose puck. 8:47 left in the first period, a minute 21 remaining in the Stettler power play. The linesman Sheldon Johnson making his presence known, slowing things down to the face-off and making sure nobody creeps into the circle. And now Ross from the point had his shot blocked by James. James looked like he took an elbow up in the chin, but no penalty. Now Ross with it. His pass gets picked off, and Pfister had a chance for a breakaway, but James couldn't get enough on that pass. Good defensive stick there by Mullet to knock the puck loose. As Cassidy was crossing the blue line, and we're down to just 40 seconds remaining in the Leggett penalty. Kitzner now carries across the blue line, fires a shot that's kicked away by Eisman. Right, skates it into the corner. They play it to the front of the net and right at the top of the crease. Chance for turns, but his shot went wide. Now he's got it back in the corner. Right, skates it back up to the half wall, and his shot gets blocked. Horn knocked the puck loose, but couldn't pick it up, and Stettler maintains possession. As his power play now comes to an end, Leggett comes out of the box just as Fletcher was clearing the zone. And the Rustlers will get a quick line change here and try and get some offense going. Shirley feeds it to Huxley, but he couldn't handle that pass. And now backhander from Shanks was steered wide by Eisman's blocker, and now Huxley picks it up behind his own net, tries to slow things down a little bit. He gets it back at center ice. Comerford will cross the blue line with the puck. Chips it into the corner, and Huxley will give chase. Dicker picks up the corner, steps out, dances around a defender, but couldn't get anything on that shot. A nice little move to get himself in a good position, but couldn't pull the trigger. Olsen puts a shot towards the goal, but it was high over the crossbar, and Nadestad holds on to that one. Rustlers win the draw. It's Olsen from the point. Gets it to Woodward. He steps in and fires a shot. But it ends up hitting the screen from Hamilton. And then a mullet shot goes off an Imperials defender and up and into the netting. And now numbers for Stettler coming the other way. What a great defensive stick by Weeks. Good play to break up that odd man rush. And now we got a battle in the corner. Rost comes away with it, tries to work it up to the point, but Woodward was able to pick that pass off.
Good night, Wilkie. Home company. Secret Robert.
A shot right into the chest of Eisman. He holds on to that one for a face-off. If you're with us at the start of the game, in pregame, you would have noticed we had a lineup of youngsters on the ice. They were there to greet the Rustlers as they came onto the ice for the start of the game. And all those kids took part in the Rustlers Mini Sticks for Mental Health tournament here at the arena today, up in the lounge area. Those kids had a blast playing in their Mini Sticks tournament. They had supper with the Rustlers and had a good conversation about the importance of mental health. And of course, they were here to remind us all tonight that mental health matters, as is the theme of the evening. And Huxley not too happy about that icing call, as he thought he had beat out the defender to get to it in time, but the whistle went anyway. So he was exchanging some lively words with the linesman on his way back down the ice. But it's an icing nonetheless. And Stettler wins the draw. A chance there, but it hit the side of the net. And a chance again in front, and that one cashes in, and Stettler takes a 3-0 lead with just over 5 minutes to go in this opening period. Quade Cassidy, the goal scorer for the Imperials.
That's what we're doing. 4 in the second game. Great Cassidy to go his way. Have a roll. Even shit.
And now the Rustlers will go on the penalty kill once again. It's going to be a tripping call against Ian Perkins. The Stettler forward got a step on him and he couldn't catch up. He had all he could to whack that puck away that was kind of bobbling around the Stettler player's skates, but ended up tripping him up. And the Rustlers down a man once again and down 3 goals early on in this game.
4-15. Working.
Great job by Shirley on the penalty kill, playing physical and forcing a turnover along the wall. The Rustlers cleared down the ice, and Shirley hot in pursuit on the forecheck. Now Cassidy in tight, looking for his hat trick. But Eisman with a good pad save. Now Ross from the point. His shot's blocked by Comerford. And then a shot goes wide of the net. Off the end boards. The Rustlers swinging around the wall, but can't get it out of the zone. DeYoung plays it up to the blue line, and now chance in tight, and Horn with a block shot. The Rustlers still can't get a hold of it. Another shot blocked before it could get to the net. Horn finally picks it up, was able to get it past the defender and all the way down the ice.
One time, of course, people have much hope over than a meeting.
30 seconds remaining in the Perkins penalty. As now Huxley picks up the loose puck at center ice, but instead of turning it up ice and looking for a shorthanded scoring chance, he played it back in his own net. Now the Rustlers are under pressure. But Fletcher gets it at his own blue line, and now he'll skate it up ice, across the blue line, but can't step around right. Right feeds it across to Shanks, whose shot went off a Rustler stick and way up in the netting. Perkins on his feet, ready to come on the ice in 4 seconds. Stettler wins the faceoff, but they can't get a shot off. Now Olsen's pass directed towards James gets redirected, and the Imperials pick it up. They carry across the blue line down the left wing. Mullet knocks it away momentarily, but Stettler gets it right back. And they score again. It's Dylan Houston. Picked up a loose puck in the high slot, fired a wrist shot low blocker side, and he makes it 4-0 for Stettler.
September 3, 493, Dylan Houston, the ball, full back, and number 2 wall. Begun, under thrill, information,
Well, Miller's shot from the point was kicked away by Natastad, and the Imperials able to pick up a loose puck and tried to clear down the ice, but they got knocked down by a Rustler's high stick, so we get a whistle and a face-off down here to our right-hand side. Two minutes to go in this opening period with the Rustlers trailing 4-0. Comerford comes in for the draw in his own end, and he almost got waved out, but they dropped the puck, and Stettler won the faceoff and put a shot towards the net. Eisman holds on for another faceoff. Horn tried to ring it around the boards, but Stettler able to knock it down, send that puck back in deep again. Now Horn gets to Shirley. No passing lane, so he just flips it into the near corner. Natastad able to get his goalie paddle on it, though, and play it in behind the net. And now numbers again for Stettler, and shot goes up and off the mask of Eisenman and then trickles behind him into the net. They score once again. Brendan Bardwell with his first of the night makes it 5-0. Well, that's going to be it for Eisenman tonight. He'll get the rest of the evening off. He heads to the bench in frustration. It'll be Nolan Goodwin manning the pipes now for the Rustlers.
That's number goal, number 7, Brendan Barnall, assistant number 94, Steve Kitchen, number 12. Contact goal 121, Stephen Crane.
When Miller had two clearing attempts knocked down, finally the Rustlers are able to get out across their own blue line, and now it's Fletcher down the left wing. He fires a shot, but wide of the net. Miller picks up the rebound. His shot's wide of the net as well. Pfister picks it up, sends it to Hamilton in front. But nobody can get a quality shot on goal as time ticks down in this first period. Kirkins plays it into the corner. And now Pfister with a chance right in the crease. Couple of Rustlers banging away at it, but none of them can bang it home. 20 seconds remaining in the first period. And Stettler flips it down the ice. And with this dirty ice at the end of the period, it's not going to be far enough for icing. 10 seconds to go. And Stettler sends it in deep once again. And that will do it for the first period. A tough start to the game here on Mental Health Awareness Night for the Rustlers as they trail 5-0 after one period. They've fallen behind 23-12 on the shot clock as well, so they'll head to the room, talk this over, and try and find a way to spark some offense and solidify some defense and get things going here. But we're going to take a break as well. We'll be back for the start of the second period in about 20 minutes. Welcome back for the start of the second period, folks. The Rustlers trailing 5-0 after 20 minutes of play, looking to spark some offense here as we start the second period. Horn trapped against the wall in his own end, but the Imperials steal it away and put a quick shot on goal. Goodwin with the save. The Rustlers can't clear the zone, and a chance there, and Stettler cashes in once again. It's Quade Cassidy. Say that 5 times fast. He's got his third of the night. And on the Rustlers' hat trick for mental health night, it's the Imperials who get the first hat trick of the game. Now Stettler right back at it. They send it in deep. Pfister goes cross ice to James down the right wing. Slams on the brakes just inside the blue line, drops it for Miller, and his shot ends up right on goal. And Nattestad can't handle the rebound. Perkins had a chance in the high slot, but put that shot up in the chin area of a Stettler defender. A chance there for Pfister, but his shot goes wide. I think he might have fanned on that one a little bit. And now the Imperials come the other way. It's Bardwell with the puck on his stick. Tries to go to the top of the crease to Eric Rost, but it went right through his skates. And now Comerford skates it through the neutral zone and plays it in deep. Right, swings it around the boards. Rost picks it up there. For those who haven't watched any Stettler Imperials hockey this year, there are 3 Rosts on the roster. And so if I say Rost, it's one of those 3. And if you are a Stettler fan, well, you'll figure out which one's which the more you watch, I suppose. But Wright puts a shot on goal, and that one's gloved down by Goodwin. 2 minutes into this second period. And a chance right in front. Stettler cashes in once again. It's Devin Shanks. Makes it 7-0 for the Imperials. Stettler wins the face-off again.
That then we're going to number 73, Devin James, at the number 91 off the solid.
They work it in behind the net into the near corner. Cycle it down low to DeYoung, who sends it back into the corner. The Rustlers stealed away, but only momentarily. And now they had a chance to clear it, and they don't. And then a shot from the point from Turness. Mr. George, am I saying that right? Turness? I appreciate the comment. Appreciate you tuning in tonight. Rustlers win the faceoff here. Mullet reverses course, but there's no teammate over there to pick it up. And now a chance in tight for Stettler again, but a good pad save made by Goodwin. Stettler with some crisp passing in a tight area, but the Rustlers finally able to steal it away. Mullet carries across the blue line, and we're going to get a whistle here as a couple of guys are tangled up. Huxley throwing some punches after the whistle there as he and DJ Kistner were going at it. And Huxley's going to go to the box. Kistner's going to go to the box as well, it appears. So incidental minors here, we remain 5-on-5. From the neutral zone, Horn tried to find Clausen, but that was just out of his reach, and we'll get a call here for icing. Ternez. All right, I got it. And now Stettler with possession in the offensive zone. That shot right on goal, and it's redirected to the top of the crease by Bardwell, and he gets his second of the game. And it's 8-0 here, just over 3 minutes into the second period. Rustlers win the draw here, and Comerford gets it at the faceoff dot, fires a shot on goal. Shirley is trying to bang one home there at the top of the crease, but Nadestad holds on for the faceoff. If you watch the first period with us tonight, you know that it's the Rustlers' hat trick for mental health game and their mental health awareness night. And the 50-50 tonight is a guaranteed minimum $1,000 pot, and all the proceeds from tonight's 50-50 will be donated to mental health programs in our community, which is an awesome support for the community from the Rustlers every year. This is the 9th year that we've hosted this mental health awareness night. And now another power play coming Stettler's way as Cole Comerford is going to head to the box. A 2-minute minor for tripping. And the Rustlers able to clear the zone here. Ternez down the right wing. Couple little spinoramas, settles down in the corner and works it in behind the net. Ternez gets it back. His shot was kicked away, but Stettler maintains possession. Ternez gets it back. Now up to the point, but bobbled a little bit by Rost. The Imperials able to maintain the zone. Rost once again. Kieran Rost fires a shot. Looks like it got redirected right in front of the net and went just wide. Now across the way to right. He tries to go to the high slot, but that pass got knocked down. And the puck squirts loose out into the neutral zone. 50 seconds left in the Comerford tripping penalty. Now Cassidy steps towards the faceoff dot, but drops back to the point. Ross there sends the pass down low and a chance in tight for Ethan Rost. But Goodwin with a good save. And now the Rustlers maybe had a chance on an odd man rush, but Pfister wasn't able to knock that puck down cleanly. Horn tried to line up a big hip check. Wasn't able to land the big hit, but knocked the puck free. The Rustlers just barely clear the zone as Comerford comes out of the box. And we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Miller plays it off the glass, but couldn't get it very deep as it was knocked down by Houston. And now Miller with it once again behind his own net. He tries to feed Comerford, but the pass is behind him. Miller gets it right back, though. Crosses blue line, drops it for Comerford. He fires a shot through a pair of legs. But Nadestad with a good save. And now we get another whistle. Things getting a little chippy in this runaway hockey game, and we'll get another pair of incidental minors. It's going to be the 91s, Ty Miller and Austin Stahlberg. Pair offsetting minor penalties. And the Rustlers win the faceoff. That shot gets blocked. Now Mullet from the point, his shot ends up right in the breadbasket of Nadestad, and he holds on for a faceoff. Mullet's shot gets blocked. And the Imperials able to clear the zone again. Olsen chases it down. Feeds it to Dicker. He gets it across to Shirley quickly on the right wing. He drops it back to Dicker, but he gets hounded right away. Loses control of the puck, and the Imperials come the other way. It's Eric Rost. Slams in the brakes, tries to feed it to the middle of the ice. But Mullet, with a good defensive stick, knocks it free. Now Hamilton crosses the blue line down the left wing. He's got some speed. He'll carry it behind the net. Feeding it out in front to Shirley, and he gets a couple chances at it. It's still a loose puck. Eventually, Nadestad jumps on it, and the Rustlers just can't buy one tonight. Still scoreless. So we got 12:51 remaining in the second period. Now in behind the Rustler net, we got a referee's arm in the air. It's going to be a Rustler penalty. Once again, as Hamilton picks up the loose puck, it's going to be a high stick. It's going to be Cole Horn heading to the box. 2 minutes, I presume, for high sticking. I don't see any blood anywhere. Stettler wins the faceoff to start the power play. Puck was tangled up in a few sets of feet. Eventually, Stettler gets it back. They work it up to the point. Rost gets it to Houston, back to Rost. He's looking for a shooting lane, can't find one, so he passes it down to the corner. Rost at the point once again. Over to Houston, and his shot goes off Trevor Clausen's stick and way up into the netting. 31 seconds gone in that Horn penalty. And now Houston walks it down the wall towards the faceoff dot. Leaves it there for Cassidy. Cassidy picks it up, top of the circle, feeds it down to the corner. Now up to the point. Rost. Ethan Rost over to Kieran Rost. Now down to Houston. Back to Rost at the point once again. He had trouble handling that pass for a moment, but got it right back. As Stettler continues to work around the zone, working their way in tighter and tighter to the goal. Houston, right on the faceoff dot, feeds it to the top of the slot. But Cassidy couldn't handle that pass, and the Rustlers have a chance to clear it.
Well,
Rost skates it all the way around the offensive zone, finally feeds it across to Kistner. Now Shingoose fires a shot Got a redirect in front from Shanks, but a good save made. Now up to the point once again. It's right, feeding it down low and a chance in tight. Goodwin flashes leather and knocks that one down. Can't hold on though, but the Rustler is able to clear it. It's Horn with the puck on a stick just after stepping out of the box. He fires a shot, but it's gloved down by Natastad and we'll get a face-off. Rustlers win the draw, and Hamilton tries to feed a pass in front from the corner. Couldn't get it through a mess of bodies there at the side of the net. Hamilton comes away with it after a battle behind the net, flips it up in the air. Fletcher chases it down, gets to it first, and beats the icing call. But DeYoung just scooped that one up into the crease and let his goaltender cover it up. Just a few ticks past the halfway point of this second period. Stettler still maintaining an 8-0 lead. And Johnston, the linesman, slowing things down at the faceoff here again. Making sure everybody's lined up properly. Not sure what the confusion here is. But we got it sorted out now. Rustlers skip possession off the faceoff. It's Weeks from the point. Feeds it down low. Huxley turned the other direction and couldn't get to that puck in time. And now Stettler with a chance to clear. They do, but can't complete the pass, and the Rustlers have a chance to come the other way. Pfister feeds it to Huxley, and he fires a shot over the net. Weeks keeps it in the zone. Sends it into the corner. Huxley couldn't handle that pass. And Stettler able to chip it out just across the blue line. The Rustlers send it right back in. Now the Imperials turn it up ice down the right wing. Houston's pass doesn't connect, but he picks up the loose puck himself. Then he gets hit by Horn and dumped along the wall. But he gets the puck right back, fires a shot, and scores. Dylan Houston makes it 9-0 for the Stettler Imperials as they continue to run away with this hockey game.
That's the rule. A second game, Survivor 93, Killer Tuesday, which are my goals, 829, even strengths.
Mm-hmm. I put your sticker to good use already. It's there forever now.
I've done an element still.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's awesome.
Yeah. 8:30 remaining in the second period. The faceoff will come down in the Rustlers' territory after an icing call. Stettler wins the faceoff, gets it up to the point. That shot found its way to the net somehow through a cluster of bodies in the slot, and the Rustlers just cannot pick up the loose puck. Finally, Olsen gets a hold of it, swings around the back of his own net. Can't hit Leggett on the pass, but he's able to clear the zone nonetheless. And now a whistle and another Rustler penalty. It's going to be Leggett heading back to the box, 2 minutes for roughing. And another something going on in the face-off circle. The puck is dropped, and Stettler wins the face-off to start the power play. Hard shot from the point, got knocked down, and then the second attempt went wide. Stettler still with possession of the puck from behind the net. Now they work it up to the point. Kistner sends it across the blue line, and then it ends up in the near corner. Miller able to steal it away and clear the zone. And now Fletcher will try to chase it down. It's Vincent against the wall momentarily, killing some time off this penalty, but Stettler gets it right back and quickly work it up ice. It's Ternez. He stops right on the faceoff dot, fires a shot that got partially blocked. He's got it back now behind the net. Now to the point. Rost works it down low. Rost has it again, and he fires a shot that ends up right in the chest of Goodwin. He jumps on that rebound to slow things down. Another Imperials faceoff win. Rost at the point. But that gets picked off by Shirley. And he's given all he had, but couldn't break away from Rost and get himself a scoring chance. But it forces the Imperials to regroup. Now they come back up ice, I should say. But the Rustlers force a turnover once again and clear it down. It'll end up right on goal. 15 seconds left in this penalty kill for the Rustlers. James picks up the loose puck right at the blue line, but can't step around a defender. And now Pfister with a breakaway. He has a chance to break the shutout, and he does. Derek Pfister finally gets one for the Rustlers. They break the shutout, and it's 9-1. That'll go down as an even strength goal as the penalty expired about 2 seconds before Pfister buried that one. And the Rustlers have an enormous mountain to climb, but at least they are on the board here in the second period. Now the Imperials quickly come up ice. Ternez with a chance, and he looked for the centering pass. But it went through a pair of legs, and a couple whacks out in front for Ternez and to Young, but neither of them could bury one. Now the Rustlers pick it up. It's Pfister, carried across the blue line down the right wing. He fires a shot right towards the cage of Madistad, and he catches that one in the air before it catches him in the forehead. He holds on for a face-off. .5:17 remaining in the second period. Fletcher wins the face-off for the Rustlers. Hamilton's centering pass gets knocked down, but it finds its way to Woodward. He turned and fired, but that shot was knocked down before it could make it to the net. Now Goodwin giving a bit of a little Patrick Waugh-esque shot to the forechecker as he came barreling in towards the crease. So we get a stoppage here and a face-off upcoming. Hamilton able to chip it out of the zone. Can't chase it down in time to do much with it, but Stettler now regroups at their own blue line. Perkins' pass gets picked off. And Miller then gets on the loose puck. The Rustlers carried in the zone. Woodward goes across the way to Miller. His shot is kicked away. Fletcher carries it into the corner. Flips one right out in front of the net. Looking for a bounce, but doesn't get one, and Stettler clears the zone. Now Leggett with it. He fans on that shot attempt. Stettler clears it again. Horn will flip it up in the air. It'll end up right on net. But Nattestad leaves it there for his defenseman to keep things moving. Jackson now carries it out from behind the net, trying to find Horn. And Jackson got a little bit roughed up and retaliated, and he's going to head to the box. The frustration starting to show, and it leads to a 2-minute cross-checking minor for Cody Jackson. So the Rustlers back to the penalty kill again. They got 3:47 left in this second period.
It's number 8, Cody Jackson, 2 minutes cross second. 3:27. Jackson, a -1 for cross second, and 3:40 to go.
Now Ross walks it in from the blue line. Shovels down to the corner to Cassidy. Now back up to the point. Now Cassidy again. He goes cross ice to Houston, and now a chance here, and what a save by Goodwin. Great reaction. Getting in front of that one-timer from the high slot. Now, right off the face-off, that puck ends up in the netting. So we'll reset here. Now along the wall, Pfister pins the puck carrier against the boards. Rustler's not able to clear it, though. They get another chance here, still can't get it out. Finally, they do, and a good effort by James. Now Houston feeds it forward to Cassidy, and he goes across the way. And Ethan Ross with a heavy one-timer from the top of the circle makes it double digits for the Imperials. It's now 10-1.
That's number 1, Ethan Ross. 15-4, Clear Cashman, number 93, Dylan Houston. Prime actuals, 241.
Now battle along the wall in the Stettler zone. When the Imperials come away with it, they're able to clear the zone. And now we get a whistle for maybe an offside, but the Rustlers didn't have possession. Whatever the call, we've got a face-off right in front of the Rustler bench. Stettler gets it down into Rustler territory.
A reminder, be sure to get your 50 student ticket free. There's $1 block.
And that pass goes all the way down the ice, but Hamilton's going to beat out the icing. So we play on. Fletcher with a good move, playing it off the wall to himself to avoid a hit. He gets it back in the corner and sends it up to the point. But Olsen can't handle that pass. And now Stettler with a chance to come the other way again. They flip it way up in the sky. And it lands right near Fletcher, so he'll pick that up. And the Rustlers will just chip it into the neutral zone, go for a partial line change. And a chance in front. Couple whacks at it for Houston. But he can't put one home. Well, Stettler has it behind the net. Mullet was able to get a hold of it, bring it around the boards, and just get it across the blue line as we reach the final minute of this second period. And we'll get a whistle here as Huxley takes another minor roughing penalty. And he will go spend the remainder, well, possibly the remainder of the second period in the box. Just an unnecessary penalty behind the play, letting the frustration get the better of him and taking a couple shots at a Stettler player. So the Rustlers shorthanded once again. It's been the theme of this second period. Now Stettler works it into the far corner. Go across the other way. Houston looking for the big one-timer, but fanned on it. And now Ross from the point. Shirley knocks that puck away. Tries to spring himself on a breakaway, but couldn't get away. And now the Rustlers clear it down the ice, and that's going to do it for the second period. Stettler scores 5 and Rustlers get 1 in the second period. It's 10-1 after 40 minutes of play. And we're going to take a breather for intermission. We'll be back with you in about 20 minutes for the start of the third period. Welcome back, folks, for the start of the third period. It's a 10-1 lead for the Stettler Imperials as it stands. Looks like we might have a little bit of an ice issue here that needs to be addressed before we get going. But that gives us some time to talk about the theme of the evening. Of course, the Rustlers hat trick for mental health awareness night. And in today's program, there is a great insert with lots of information about mental health and list of resources in the community and whatnot. Some quotes and comments from the players about how they manage their mental health. And a couple notes I have here from Wainwright on Wellness says staying physically active, participating in the community, and having supportive and positive people on your team will help with your mental health. The Wainwright Rustlers are honored to participate in these activities and set a good example for the community and kids, and lots of kids involved in tonight's game with the mini sticks tournament before the game this afternoon and dinner with the Rustlers, and lots of kids in attendance here tonight. A really good crowd here in Wainwright on a Saturday night. We're underway for the third period. The Imperials starting this third period on a power play as Huxley continues serving his 2-minute roughing minor. And a chance aimed tight for the Imperials, but a good defensive play by Pfister to get a stick in the passing lane. And now we got a puck up in the crowd, just a couple seats to our right. That landed harmlessly in the aisle. Nobody was injured. Battle along the wall. And Stettler eventually comes away with it. Now a chance in tight, and that is another goal. And it's Adam Ternez. The captain makes it 11-1, less than a minute into this third period.
That's seven goals. What about the game? Burn, it says number 12, Dirk Rock, and number 9, Ethan Rock, from the goal, 1903, on the Hunter.
Now Shanks spins around a couple defenders, tries to step in towards the net, but Mullet picks his pocket. Now the Rustlers the other way. It's Dicker with the puck on his stick. Toe dragged around one defender, but then gets it knocked away. Shirley sends it in on goal. And I just noticed we have a goaltending change for Stettler as a new goaltender. Caught an edge as he came out of his crease to try and play the puck. But no harm, no foul as Stettler is able to clear the zone. It's Zach Duncan in goal for the Imperials here for this third period.
Got the torn ticket 092 5241 175.
And now Shingoose swings it around the back of the net. And another opportunity in tight, but a save made by Goodwin. And Jackson flips it up in the air. And we're going to get a whistle. It's a penalty going against the Imperials this time. It's going to be Shingoose. It's going to be 2 minutes for tripping, and the Rustlers get a power play opportunity here. Rustlers win the face-off, and
Fletcher
Fletcher fires a shot high over the net, and it caroms off the glass and out into the neutral zone. Huxley feeds it over to Pfister. Sends it forward to Perkins. He crosses the blue line and plays it in deep. Fletcher's there to pick it up and send it back to Perkins, but he can't handle that pass along the wall. And now Kieran Ross carries it down the ice down the right wing. Fends off a couple of defenders, and Huxley wasn't too happy about that. Came back and gave him a good cross check in the kidneys, but no penalty call on that after the whistle. Rough stuff. Now it's Comerford. Feeds it over to Mullet. He crosses the blue line and swings it around the boards. Hamilton picks it up on the left wing and chips it into the corner once again. But that pass from Dicker back towards the point got picked off. Ross carries it in the offensive zone, plays it across the other wing, and the Imperials will just back up towards their own blue line and slow things down. Hamilton will carry it through the neutral zone. Placed off the wall, tried to pick it up himself, but couldn't get there in time. But Stettler not able to clear the zone. They do on the second opportunity, though. And Mullet will chase it down in his own end. James crosses the blue line. Sends a shot towards the goal, but it goes wide. Now Pfister sends it into Hamilton. Steps around one defender, steps around another, and then drops it to Mullet at the point. Mullet fires a shot, but that's blocked by the Stettler captain. And now the Imperials come the other way. It's DeYoung on a breakaway, and he scores. 12-1 for the Stettler Imperials as they continue running away with this one.
That's the goals. We're going to 81. He doesn't. The fifth of the team. Burns. With it, 15.
And the Imperials had another chance at the side of the goal there. But Miller knocks that puck away. Now he's got it pinned against the wall. Clausen's in there to help him out. DeYoung is battling for it there, but Miller comes away with it, but then gets it knocked away just as he broken free. Perkins off the wall to Leggett. Shifts it forward to Miller. He tries to go off the wall to Jackson, but he got held up at the Stettler blue line and couldn't catch up to the loose puck. Now James knocks down a clearing attempt, but then gets it stolen away from him. And now Ternez carries it into the zone. Slammed on the brakes, and his pass got picked off. What a loose puck in the neutral zone is sent in deep by Fisher. And now working it around their own end is Stettler, but held in at the point. Weeks got a hold of it and fired a shot, but that was over the net.
Drop the like the thing. Follow sponsors. Wainwright Rustlers. This is fair team. Team. The tiny ball.
Now Ross carries it through the neutral zone down the right wing. Huxley pinches him off along the wall and gets the puck to Hamilton. Nice pass over to Fletcher and a chance for the Rustlers. He tries to go short side, but a good blocker save made by Duncan. Fletcher gets his own rebound, works it around the offensive zone, fires the shot from the point, but that's wide of the net. Woodward picks it up and works it up to the point. Mullet tried to get it back to Woodward, but the pass is behind him. Now Woodward goes across the way to Fletcher from in front of the Rustler bench. He tries to feed it to Hamilton, but that pass got picked off. DeYoung carries it across the blue line, looks for a back post pass, but just out of the reach of Shanks. And that puck ends up in the Rustler bench. We'll get a whistle here and a face-off upcoming. 12 minutes to go in the third period. And of course, back to our mental health focus once again tonight. The Rustlers Hockey Club and Wainwright on Wellness encourage you to reach out if you have any questions about ways to find positive mental health, or if you are struggling. We all struggle from time to time. And it's important to reach out if you need some help. There's great information, contacts, and resources on this topic available as we take a break from that. As Calvin Dicker gets on the scoreboard, the Rustlers get their second goal of the night. And some excitement from the crowd in what's been a blowout game for quite some time. But a little bit of life from the home team. But as I was saying, there's great information, contacts, and resources available on this topic. As I mentioned earlier, at albertahealthservices.ca/AMH, or by visiting your local mental health or FCSS office. Whether you're in Wainwright or elsewhere, there's always organizations in the community where you can find resources, you can find the help you need when you're struggling with your mental health. And just like your physical health, it's important to stay on top of it. And if you need help, go find a professional who can help you out and get you back to where you need to be. The Rustlers give up another one here, 13-2 as it stands.
That rule is going to be repeated. Looking forward, great tackling now. And that goal, even.
We'll get another face-off here as that loose puck is swallowed up by Goodwin. Pfister in for the draw. And he wins it to Ethan Weeks. Weeks carries it through the neutral zone. Gets it forward. Now Pfister sends it across to Huxley, but he couldn't tap in that one-timer. And we got another penalty coming up. It's going to be Huxley once again. No, sorry, I apologize. He's trying to take a penalty. He's looking to get in the face of Patrick Fisher. But as Fisher goes to the box 2 minutes for interference, and the Rustlers get a power play opportunity. Huxley not able to keep it inside the blue line. So Fletcher chases down his own end, but gives it away behind his net. Goodwin with the save to bail out his teammate. Now James from the point as the Rustlers try to set up some kind of power play here. They get it across the blue line to Fletcher. He steps around the pressure, looking for a passing lane. Gets it to Perkins at the point. His shot is kicked away by Duncan. Fletcher with it again. He goes across to James. James fires, and that one sounded like it caught the goalie's stick or maybe just a piece of the post, but it stays out. Fletcher again. Walks to the top of the circle, steps in, fires a shot that's blocked by Stahlberg, and the Imperials able to clear the zone. Now Horn carries it out of zone end. Crosses the blue line. Sends a pass through the crease, but nobody there to pick it up. Dicker comes away with it, though, and he gets it to Shirley at the point. Back to Dicker, now over to Horn. Down low to Hamilton. His pass hits a skate and pops out into the neutral zone. Dicker picks it up, carries across the blue line, gets it to Shirley. His pass hits a skate as well. And now we've got some space for DeYoung. He's got a partial breakaway, but a good defensive play by Hamilton to jostle the puck just barely loose at the last second. And that does it for the Rustler power play. 8.5 minutes to go in this game. And we're back to full strength. Clausen from in front of the penalty boxes chips it off the wall. But Stettler quickly turns it the other way. Once again, it's Cassidy crossing the blue line. And that puck will go over the glass. We'll get a whistle. And that shot caught Goodwin in the blocker, and the rebound almost caught him by surprise. But the Rustlers cleared down the ice, and that's going to be an icing call. Stettler wins the draw. And that hard shot from the point got redirected. And we'll get a whistle as that puck is stuck on the back of the net. Houston wins the faceoff. And then another shot block for some Rustler defenseman or Rustler player. Either way, the puck ends up in the neutral zone. And now Cassidy carries it across the blue line. He drops it looking for Shingoose. The pass gets picked off. Now Leggett sends it in deep. His teammates, his line mates will go for a change. Leggett was looking to line up Fisher for a big hit. Lucky for Fisher, just missed him because Leggett was coming in hot. Now Miller is able to keep the puck inside the blue line, but only for a moment. Stettler sends it down the ice, and that's not going to be far enough for icing as that puck was kind of spinning on its axis. So the Rustlers regroup behind their own net. Pfister will carry it to the red line, send it in deep. Huxley will chase it down. Tried a centering, no-look centering pass, and there was nobody there. But the Rustlers able to get it back. James's shot gets blocked. Some more rough stuff in here as James drops the gloves, and we're going to have a scrap. We've got a fight down here in the corner. James lands a couple rights. I can't catch the number of who he's fighting. It's 91. And Stahlberg lands a big shot, takes James to the ice, and then punches him again a couple times on the ice. That might lead to an extra penalty. We gave James a couple shots. It looked like in the back of the head after he dropped into the ice. And both players will hit the showers early. And it looks like Derek Pfister is going to get the boot as well, as he is giving the officials a piece of his mind, standing up for his teammate. Stahlberg definitely did not initiate the fight. James initiated the fight, but Stahlberg certainly landed a couple dirty shots at the end of it. So we'll see how this one all shakes out once the officials are finished relaying information to the scorekeeper's booth. Well, while we got a minute, some notes from the insert in the Rustlers program today from Wainwright on Wellness, some quick mental health pick-me-ups. Well, there's a good description for each one of these, but I'll just go through the list. Some good pick-me-ups. Find a hobby, get some exercise, do one thing at a time, which is something I know I struggle with. A little bit of a scatterbrain and all over the place sometimes. If you focus on one thing at a time, this certainly helps. Keeping a journal, journaling is very helpful. Treat yourself well. Share some humor, listen to some music, and play a sport or game. It's all good things to keep in mind when you need a little pick me up when you're feeling a little down. Looks like it's going to be a 2-minute power play for the Rustlers after all is said and done. Shirley skates around the back of the net, gets it to Hamilton, and his shot goes wide.
Well, just now for game, fingers, 2 minutes for hard sticking, 5 minutes for fighting, and they gave us top. The Rustlers, number 37, Person James. 5 minutes for fighting, and gave us top. And also to the Rustlers, 2 minutes moving, 10 minutes fighting. Time of those meetings, 6:15.
Now Hamilton from the blue line feeds it to Horn. His shot up high got knocked down. Looked like Duncan got a piece of it with his arm. And Stettler still bringing all kinds of pressure on the forecheck, shorthanded here in this blowout game. Play into the whistle. Now Dicker picks it up. He's got a chance flying down the left wing, but he looked for the pass and couldn't connect. Stettler clears the zone once again. 45 seconds to go in the Rustler power play. Huxley takes the pass, skates down the right wing, stops at the red line, and got it stolen away from him. Rustlers get it back, though, and Miller carries it across the blue line now. Gets it to Fletcher. He keeps it as he skates across to that bumper position. Goes across the way to Miller. Miller will ring it around the boards. Perkins there to pick it up. Back to the point to Miller. His shot is kicked away easily by Duncan. And Miller gets it back now. The penalty is over. We're back to even strength. And now loose puck in the crease, and Duncan sprawling across his crease to jump on that one and make the save. And now Huxley just grabbing a hold of anybody he can find. The linesmen have him in a bit of a chokehold in the crease. And they're going to tell him to get out of here. And they're going to say, enough of that tonight. Well, they're just going to send him to the penalty box, not out of the game. Well, they might send him out of the game if he keeps sticking his head out of the penalty box and chirping at the refs. So the officials got it sorted out. We got 4:13 left in this hockey game. And it's going to be offsetting minors. And a quick shot from the right wing. Caught Goodwin up high, but he made the save. Made the second save too, and now Rustlers clear the zone.
4-13.
Leggett picks up the loose puck and swings it in deep. Lawson with the centering pass, but out of the reach of Jackson. And Cassidy comes the other way. He drops it there for Shingoose, and his shot right along the ice is kicked away by Goodwin, and he's able to control the rebound enough to jump on it and hold on for the faceoff. And off the faceoff, that puck rolls right on to Goodwin's net. He'll hold on. We'll do this all over again. Rustlers win the draw and quickly exit the zone. Dicker with a chance to chase this puck down, and he almost had himself a breakaway opportunity, but couldn't get there in time. But he steals one away here and tried to send a pass over to Shirley, but it got picked off. Perkins picks up the puck, swings it around the boards. Nobody there to pick it up. And Stettler will just chip it out of harm's way. And a little bit of back and forth in the neutral zone here. Nobody doing a whole lot with it. Eventually, Fletcher gets the puck in deep. Hamilton's going to try and chase it down, but we got a whistle coming. It's going to be a Stettler penalty. If they can get a hold of the puck. Woodward has it now, but Stettler finally picks it up, and it's going to be a tripping minor against Ethan Ross. He'll head to the box for a 2-minute tripping minor with 2:07 left in this hockey game. Rustlers win the faceoff here to start their power play. Fletcher works it in towards the net, and Woodward trying to bang one in at the top of the crease. Couldn't beat Duncan. Now a hard shot from the point. It's kicked away by Duncan, and another chance for Woodward as he bangs that one home. The Rustlers get their third of the night. It's 13-3 with 1:49 to go.
I'm going to for 13. Okay, number 15. Come back, Bill, 149. Woodward, from flashing in here, 149.
Now Miller plays it open to an open wing. Mullet chases it down and puts a long shot on goal from his own side of center ice. Stettler clears the zone, and Perkins is there to pick it up behind his own net. Off the wall, he finds Dicker, sends it in deep.
Minute of play, third period.
Now Dicker steps out from behind the net, feeds it to Miller at the point. But Stettler steals it away again. Forces the Rustlers to regroup outside the blue line and send it in behind the net. 35 seconds to go in this one, as it's been over since about the end of the first period. Stettler just dominating tonight. A great night for the visiting team, tough night for the Rustlers, as they will lose their 4th straight game. Stettler will win their 8th straight game, or 9th straight game, sorry. As they improve to 11-3 on the season, the Rustlers will drop to 4-7-1. And that's going to do it for us tonight. A long night for the Rustlers and their fans, as they lose this one 13-3. Well, we appreciate you joining us tonight on this very important evening for the Rustlers and for the community, as we remind people about the importance of mental health. When the Rustlers and Wainwright on Wellness, their partner tonight, would like to remind you that mental health matters, and we all need assists to reach our goals. So don't be afraid to reach out and find those assists in your community. Do everything you can to keep your mental health in check, and we will do the same here. Well, we appreciate you joining us, taking time out of your evening to watch this hockey game, and we will see you for the next Rustler home game, which will be, if I can find my schedule, will be Friday, January 24th, which should be a great game when the Rustlers host the Irma Aces, which is a long-standing rivalry between Wainwright and Irma, about 20 minutes down the road. So that'll be an exciting one here on Friday, January 24th at 8 p.m. It'll be alumni night, and we'll be here on YouTube. You can join us for that. But until then, stay safe, stay warm. We will see you next time, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.